Okay, I'm going to call the meeting of June 18th to order. Then can I have the roll call, please?
Deputy Mayor Garofalo.
Here.
Councilmembers Evans.
Here.
Long.
Here.
Shepherdson.
Here.
And Mayor Siciliano.
Here, everybody please rise for a pledge of allegiance and then remain standing for a moment of silence thereafter. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Moment of silence, please. Thank you. Okay, the notice requirements of the Open Public Meeting Act of this meeting have been satisfied. A copy of the annual notice was sent to the Asbury Park Press, a poster, and presented in Town Hall, filed with the Office of the Municipal Clerk on December 30, 2014. There are two emergency fire exits, one on the right to me to take you out to the parking lot in the front of the building, and another out to my left to take you out to the rear parking lot. If you have to make a phone call, please, all cell phones should be turned off. If you make a call, kindly go out into the lobby there. Before we get started, we have a very special presentation here tonight, so we're all going to come down there and we'll do this presentation right now. Everybody join me. We're going out of order. Usually we do our council comments and reports, but we're going to do that after because we have some gentlemen here that need to get on to a fire training, I presume. Yeah. Okay. So, we have a dedication and/or a new sign for our Fireman's Pond. Mike, this is for you. Come on, Mikey.
It's a heavy one.
So,
Let's lean it up there.
So, this is something everybody's familiar with, the Fireman's Pond over there, one of massive between Rainier and Grashmeadow Avenue. It's a little pond that sits over there. And working with Councilman Evans for the past few years, we decided it's time to redo our sign out there. And so it's something that we're really proud to do, and it's something that we're really, really honored to have here. So I'm going to turn it over to Mike and let him do this presentation and to a well-deserved group.
Thank you, Mayor. I'm going to ask Chief Lasquadro and Assistant Chief Cameron to come up front. And Ms. Kyler, Lois, if you can come up, please. Just a little history. A couple of years ago, actually, it's been a while now, hasn't it, Lois? We had our Firemen's Memorial Services over at the lake there. And Lois approached me. I was the fire chief at the time. And she said, all the residents here always call this Fireman's Pond. And actually, growing up as a kid, I always called it Fireman's Pond. It's been called that for a long time. But it's never really been officially named that. So, working through the mayor, rest of the council, excuse me, Andrew and Vinny, of course, who does a lot, we actually came up with this wonderful sign, and we're going to dedicate that section of Deal Lake as Fireman's Pond. So, Chief, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Chief.
Thank you.
And Lois, thank you very much for everything you said. Would you like to say something?
Oh, I'd just like to say
It's a
that,
great idea.
yeah, we all appreciate the work of the fire department, and we love the ceremonies that go on there to honor the fallen firefighters, and this is just wonderful because we need to respect and celebrate the people we care about most. So thank you for doing this.
So, good, thank you, Mike. So, I'll read it, and I think sure Tom's going to focus in on it, though, of course. So, it's dedicated June 18th, 2015, in recognition and appreciation for the services, volunteerism, heroism of the firefighters, past, present, and future. And then, of course, it has a little description down here. So, we're very honored to have this, and that's great. And congratulations to you guys.
Thank you, Mayor. Often, like Lois says, a lot of times the volunteer firefighters and first aiders and fire police and the ladies auxiliary, they put so much time in with training and answering calls, they really don't get the recognition that they deserve, okay? I say that as a member of the fire company, but also just a resident of Ocean Township. So, these guys, the chiefs now really working hard tonight. They got a training session. They left to be here tonight for this, so we appreciate that. And Lois, I appreciate, what you and the residents have done to really kind of make this happen, so thank you.
That's great, thank you. Great, thank you, everybody.
Can you get us all out of this?
Want to be in front of the sign.
Suck it in.
Marty, get out of the picture. Let me take a couple more. One more. Very good.
thank you.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lois.
Thank you.
Okay, so now we're going to go back to, we're going to start with the council reports. I'm going to start with Deputy Mayor Garofalo. You have anything for us
A
tonight?
couple quick things. First, happy birthday, Tom.
Happy birthday, Tom.
I've been invited with the rest of the council to go out to the Red Cross building at the end of West Park Avenue not this weekend, but next weekend. There's a amateur ham radio club that works very closely with the Red Cross, and they work out of that building, and they work, they're volunteers, they work without pay, they work many, many hours in emergency preparedness, and they're doing their drill. They start, I think, at noon on Friday the 26th. They run all the way continuously around the clock till about 7 o'clock Sunday night. It's a fantastic operation to see. They, in cases of emergency like Hurricane Irene and Superstorm Sandy, they coordinate with the Red Cross on where to bring water, where to bring supplies, who needs to be picked up. At some points, they're the only communication outside of the real emergency networks that the police have that operate up and down the whole coast of the eastern coast. So they're a great group of volunteers. And if you get a chance, you can stop by and just take a look at their operation. And finally, I know that this is not the last time I'll be working with you, Mike, but I just want to, there's really no words to express my gratitude and how I feel about you as a council person and really as a true citizen of Ocean Township. It has been a real honor and pleasure to work with you over this last 4 years.
Thank you.
Donna?
I just want to remind everyone that on July 3rd, we have our fireworks display over at Joe Playa Park. Begins at 6 o'clock. We have food, we have vendors, we have face painting, we have a clown there making balloon animals and stuff for the children. Fireworks probably will go off around 9:30. And rain date is July 5th. And also I want to congratulate Mike and thank him so much for being on council, and it's really a pleasure to work with you. Thank you.
Thank you. Rich?
Yeah, I also want to congratulate Mike as he leaves us. He's made an imprint with his service for the community, and he's shown that leadership comes in a variety of ways, and he's been a terrific leader at Ocean Township, so I want to wish him well as he leaves us. He will be missed, but he will not be forgotten. I do have a report, Mayor, that deals with 2 of the workshops I attended this past Friday at Mercer County Community College. Those workshops were held on June the 12th. I attended the workshops with our town manager, Andrew Brannon, Councilman-elect Robert Chera, and other officials from Ocean. One workshop dealt with ethics and municipal officials. We all know the hue and cry that we hear about elected public officials and whether or not they're ethical, etc. The presenter was excellent. A lawyer herself, she used the acronym ACED, A-C-E-D, with the letter standing for arrogance, complacency, entitlement, and desperation, to highlight the reason or reasons why certain officials are motivated to commit acts of malfeasance. And she gave a series of scenarios, and we had to determine whether or not that was considered an ethical or an unethical situation as it was presented. It was an excellent presentation. Another workshop concerned the implications of financially distressed cities on credit markets. One of the presenters, an employee of Moody's Investors Service, stated New Jersey is in an economic recovery because its payroll, housing, prices, and employment sectors are increasing. However, New Jersey's weaknesses include the large inventory of homes in foreclosure and the shrinking Atlantic City gaming industry, along with New Jersey's pension contribution shortfalls, high costs of doing business, and high debt service, resulting in Moody's consistently downgrading the state's credit rating to A2 negative. I was glad I attended the workshops because I'm a firm believer in continuing education and becoming more informed as a counselor. That's my report.
Great. Before we go to you, Mike, I'm going to make a quick statement here. Just want to give folks an update on the Own Ocean program that we've been talking about. The cards are in production. They should be out shortly, within the next 2 weeks, hopefully. We do have 19, 20 vendors so far who have signed up. I have a list of them on my mayor's Facebook page, and tomorrow I'm going to have Adrian put them up also on the Ocean Township webpage. So when you go to the webpage, oceantwp.org, go to the Own Ocean program. If you click on that icon, and at that time she should have those up somewhere after 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You can see a list of who we have so far. And it's starting to catch traction again once folks hear that this group signed up, or maybe that business signed up, now they want to sign up as well. So it's going to be great for everybody, great for the vendors, great for the community. Another thing I just want to mention, I'm working with the New Jersey Infrastructure Trust Company, or I should say trust, for going out for grant money and looking for funding to do some remediation on Deal Lake for the outflow pipes. So we're looking to put these MTDs, which are control mechanisms, at all the outflow pipes around Deal Lake, and there's many of them. There's probably anywhere from 80 to 100 of them out there, and they're costly. So we have a pre-planning meeting. Myself, Andrew, and Deputy Mayor Garofalo will be meeting with Mr. Zimmer, who's the director of that, and he's going to explain to us how Ocean can enroll in trying to secure funds for this. So we have to have an application in by October, I think 15th, which we're working on right now. And then funding will be granted at the next budget for the state 2016 in April. So we're hoping to get on that. I think it'll make a lot of impact and go a long, long way in really finally having something that can be done about controlling the sediment control at the lake, getting the lake cleaned up. This will finally have clean water spilling into it. So when we do have a dredging project, it'll finally have an everlasting impact instead of dredging and then 5 years later it silts up in its sediment. So this is the first step in really going forward. I'll also invite some of the other towns once I have this meeting, and I'll share with them some information and see what participation they may or may not want to get into. But we're all in on this, so we're going to go for it. The council's all ready to do this, so we're very, very happy to announce that too. And I will keep you posted on those meetings as they come up. One last thing I do want to say is, Mike, worked with you several years now. We're going to miss you. I'm going to tell you, it was kind of, I'm going to say I was a little heartbroken at first when I discussed that. Look, we're going to put the ticket back together, we're running again, and Mike was with us, and I was so happy because I'm going to tell you, he's a great guy, and anybody who's been to meetings or knows Mike, they just know he epitomizes what the term volunteerism means, really. As a fireman, as a chief he was several times. He has that kind of respect there, that he was chief, what, 2, 3 times? 5, that's a lot. More respect than I'm giving him, obviously. But that's the kind of guy that we have here. And so, but that's what we have in Ocean Township. We have a lot of folks like that out there. So it's hard for me to kind of say, you know, let Mike go and bring in somebody else, which we have Rich coming on, you know, and the search was a very difficult one, trying to find somebody, not to fill Mike's shoes, because that wasn't going to happen. Everybody's individual and unique, so we couldn't do that. We had a different look going with Rich as we did with Mike. But Mike, we're going to miss you, your contributions, your input, and just being a good guy, just breathing new life into the council, and just, you know, your whole, you know, just your whole approach to how this operates. And we're going to miss you, and good luck in everything you do. I know you're going to be successful because you have something that nobody can take away from you, Mike, and it shows, and everybody sees it. It's sincerity, and when you have that, it's just not something that's manufactured. It's something that you have, and you have it, Mike.
Thank you.
You just have it. So we're going to miss you, Mike.
Thank you very much. No, I'm just kidding. You know, it really was a very tough decision for me. You and I had many, many conversations. I went back and forth, back and forth. You know, but once I got, you know, my new position with, you know, CVS Pharmacy and saw the amount of, you know, time and dedication it took, I just didn't think it was fair to, you know, the council or the township if I couldn't be there, you know, 100% of the time and do what I needed to do. So was it a tough decision? Absolutely. And, you know, I'm going to miss, you know, working with you guys. Everybody up here today has just been outstanding to work with. You know, Bill, Donna, Chris, Rich, and of course, you know, Bill Larkin. You know, you showed me that this day and age, so many people get into politics for the wrong reasons, but each and every one of you got into it for the right reasons, okay? You serve with integrity and honesty. You care about the community, and that's why you got into it. And no hidden agendas there. Your agenda was to help the community, and you should all be very proud of that. And I consider it an honor and a pleasure to sit up here for the past 4 years with you guys. Rob, you're going to have a great job up here. Good luck with this chair when you sit in it. It's been a pleasure getting to know you the past 6 months or so, and like Chris says, it was a tough decision to make, but I think they made a good decision. I think you're going to do a great job, so best of luck with you. Vinny, Andrew, you guys got really, really tough jobs. I don't know how you do it. You know, the way you juggle the day-to-day operations, and you do it with such, it looks like ease to me anyway, and you have a passion for your job, and you really care about what you do for the town, and the residents of the town, and the mayor and councilors. So I commend you, and I wish you guys, and Mr. Pizza at the workshop meeting.
You got all of the
Marty,
Peter House.
I had the pleasure of knowing Marty many years before I got on council. As a manager of Food Town, Marty was actually the judge here, and I came before you quite a few times with shoplifters and bad checks. I always liked it. You're a good judge. I'm going to miss your wit and your charm and your knowledge of law and your sense of humor. I consider everybody up here very, very, very close friends. And as I told you many times in the past, Mayor, I'm not going away. I'm going to keep on serving the community as a volunteer firefighter with the Office of Emergency Management. And whatever you need me for, you call me, and I'll be there.
That's great.
Again, thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Great resource to have, I tell you. Andrew, you have anything?
Well, I want to congratulate Mike as well and thank him. He was a great resource, and it was very nice to have that link between the township and the fire districts. There's a lot of things that we've worked on together over the years, and I expect that'll continue. I certainly appreciate you kind of helping move that along and being a part of that. And one thing I wanted to update the public on is we had a meeting with Monmouth County earlier this week for an update on the West Park Avenue corridor study that's been ongoing for about a year now. They're almost to that point where they're going to be ready for a public informational meeting on that, which will be held here in this room. We're probably looking at mid to late September to have that, and they'll lay out what the conceptual plans are in terms of improvements for West Park Avenue and give the public an opportunity to comment on that and give some feedback. So I think that's going to be an important meeting for us to have.
Absolutely. Marty?
Yeah, with regard to Mike, all you have to do is look at Rob and Mike standing next to each other. Rob can't fill those shoes. He could actually put 2 feet in one of his shoes.
He can certainly eat his share of pizza though, can't he?
When I think of sort of 3 words, and Chris mentioned one of them, and I had it written down here, but it's really a thoughtful person, sincere person, and a true gentleman. And you'll be missed.
Absolutely. Thank you. Okay. We said goodbye to Mike. Hopefully he's not going anywhere.
Didn't say goodbye yet.
No. Anyway, so anybody have anything as to the resolutions and vouchers on, just come on up, please, and state your name and address for the record. And if it makes sense, we'll listen to you. Yours, you always have good questions, Mr. Geiger. Always good.
Don Geiger, 1108 Grassmere Avenue. Just one thing on Resolution 15-117. Maybe encourage BJs to fill in the craters as you go in off 35. I mentioned a couple times, and also as you come out. Yeah, and also off of West Park, they've got a few there. I mentioned to the manager, and they said, we've got the request in, but...
Well, we'll keep it up a little bit while I get a call tomorrow. So get that process moving.
And moving right on to one of my favorite areas, the bills list. On page 1, American Water, sewer meter reconversion. Now, 2-part question. What was his denomination beforehand, and what did it convert to? No, seriously. Can you give me an idea what that was about?
That was a joint project we did with TOSA. And I can get you the details later, but I know it was something we had worked on with them for a while.
Okay. And same page, Atlantic Plumbing Supply Corp., water fountain in West Park Rec. Is that a new water fountain, I take it?
Yes.
For that kind of money? I would think so. And then, just as a side, for the Memorial, since it's coming up, Memorial Day tent chair rental, don't want to bring, instead of BYOB, do BYOC.
Bring your own chair?
Yeah, bring your own.
There's some folks that.
I know. If I can't make a joke here and there on it.
I take you too seriously.
Yeah, I know. You don't want to do that.
Rich is laughing.
That was very, very funny.
I know it's a government contract. I'm guessing it's just CDW government, the Hewlett Packard. I'm guessing that's a new copier of some kind.
CW, oh, the HP?
Yeah.
That was a computer.
Oh, okay, computer. Must be a good computer, that kind of money.
It's an HP?
Yeah, okay. And Central Jersey office, what is the GPR-16? Almost to the bottom.
Printer.
Okay. New, I take it?
GPR-15.
It's new?
Yes.
I take it. And now, on page 2, we got Cooper Power Systems emergency generator agreement. Does that mean they agree to service our emergency
Yes, it
generators?
does. Yes.
Okay, so they go kabooey, they come out, and hopefully fix them really fast.
And they do quarterly maintenance.
Maintenance on them, okay.
Yes.
I'm just curious, County of Monmouth washing of township vehicles. Do we,
It's the sanitation trucks out at the Monmouth County.
oh, okay. Why don't they get the inmates in the jail to wash it? They're not doing anything, but anyway.
Some of them are.
Trying to escape, I know.
And they take one of them vehicles.
For Dep Corps Police Department, I'm trying to think, there wasn't, they meant teak. What is a teak chair?
Well, I think they meant the right desk chair.
Oh, okay, that's a pretty good desk chair. But, okay. And, facility, I like this one, facilitydude.com, utility track plus annual sub. That means we get annual Subway sandwiches or?
Or an annual subscription.
Oh, annual subscription, okay. For some type of publication, obviously.
That actually monitors our electric, water, and natural gas usage for all of our buildings.
Oh, that's a good idea, okay. And not quite right underneath that, but to, Police Department Cove-based installation, some type of rug or?
No, that's the code base, that, like right there that you're seeing,
Yeah,
by the rug where the floor and the wall meet.
yeah. Okay. And what is the freehold soil conservation doing with our parking lot for $1,560?
Issuing a permit.
Are you,
I'm serious.
Yeah.
holy moly, okay. Don't begrudge our police department any safety equipment. It was any idea how much, what? $594.
Oh, those are cones and markers.
Cones and markers, okay. And, if it's what? Calibrations and chemicals, I'm guessing that's for the pool?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, moving right along. Jungle Religion, I know what most is now, National Geo, I know they don't mean geographic. Annual grease trap? I mean, I know what that was in the military, but I don't think it's the same thing. Can you just tell me a little bit about that?
Sure. The restaurants and the food service businesses in town, they're required to have the grease traps.
Right.
So there's an annual permit that they have to get.
Okay.
So this helps monitor and
Right,
kind of
okay.
maintain that program.
Okay. Now and then this is the same thing for the, right underneath that, monthly fee, street openings. So we can open a street for something.
Well, we issue permits for that.
Permits.
And then those
So
are,
it's really, but wouldn't the fee be collected for?
Yes.
So basically it's
it pays for
pass
itself, correct.
through. Okay. And then, for Lurtech Recycling, we're paying them to recycle asphalt and dirt.
Lurch, yes.
Lurch, from the Adams family.
Yeah.
Got it.
That's it. Answers the door.
And then for Major Police Supply, for new vehicle equipment, is that more than one vehicle?
It's for 3 new vehicles.
Okay, that's not too bad. And can you just brief synopsis, like Cliff Notes, super Cliff Notes, for Mazer Consulting, all for Cedar Village.
They're doing the re-inspections up there on the, everything's been done, sidewalks, curbs, things like that.
Okay, that's easy.
Paid for by the developer.
Well, it's all developers.
Okay, so that's pass through.
Pass through there, yeah.
Okay, and Mid-Atlantic Law Enforcement, some type of development seminar. Do you have any idea how many went?
Usually 3 officers went to that.
One there?
Yep.
Okay. And I'm guessing, but I want to see if I'm guessing right. So bear with me. New Jersey Easy Pass, replenish HSD, is that Human Services?
Yes.
Okay.
Getting good, Doug.
I'm getting good. And underneath that, next one, there's a League of Municipalities mini conference. Is that mini-me or mini-mo? How many, one day?
That's the one I just referenced, in the report that you were so attentively listening to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did you hear me, sorry?
Multiple people that were
Department
there.
heads.
Multiple people from Ocean Township that were there. And there was a series of seminars that were held in the West Windsor,
Yes.
Mercer County Community College.
Okay, thank you. And then we got the State Golf Association for, and it's certainly not gin.
Game fees, that's what calibrates your scores and stuff when you golf and you have a handicap.
Right.
Game fees, right.
Okay. And then Rutgers, there's a conference, or there was a conference on the 12th. Any idea how many, and was it one there?
That was, I believe that was 2 other people that went to the mini conference.
Okay.
But some people, if their certifications are through Rutgers, they actually register through Rutgers versus the league.
Okay. And now, with all due respect to Councilwoman Shepka and her involvement with all things celebration in the township, for the entertainment for 4th, I can lend you a really nice boombox. Page, whatever, the following page. We're getting ready something at Oakhurst Park for $500. Invitation of, you know offhand? Beatles.
Where you at on that?
Oh, that's a 5th one down, there's treatment.
Oh.
State exterminating contract
Yeah.
for his annual, or maybe quarterly service there.
So whatever's out there, he takes care of.
Yes.
Okay. And then, I'm trying to figure out, it says Store Tractor Company, then it says Transformer Clock Oak Park, 23750.
Oakhurst Park is
Yeah.
a clock, yeah. For a transformer clock at Oakhurst Park.
Yeah, and,
Well, it's for more than the clock, it's
Yeah.
for the lights. It's for, yeah, it's the timer for the lights.
oh, okay, then that makes, now right underneath it, for the lifeguards, is that to pay the lifeguards, the 28,000?
It's to pay the company that provides the lifeguards, yes.
Which then they turn around and pay the lifeguards, and they keep a little bit for themselves, I'm sure. And, what else do I have, if anything? Oh, and, last but not least, on the last page,
You have my attention.
I'm glad. There's Gerard Golf Course, golf cars. I think we bought some.
We leased
those.
Leased, fine.
Of course.
Brand new. And that's bumper to bumper, tax and title. Only
Got it.
tax. Okay. You know offhand how many we leased?
believe it's right at 20.
20s, about 20, well, I don't know, that's for.
That's probably the monthly payment.
That's not for 20, that may be for an extra order or something else, but. I'm gonna say, you know, it's funny, Marty and I just noticed, you mentioned the GIM, that our golf course now is GIM associated, so anybody who plays golf, you can add that score, I guess, into your handicap score. So golf courses are rated, and we're proud to say that our little Colonial Terrace golf course is a rated golf course, so you can count your score here towards your handicap when you're playing golf. It means a lot to
If
golf.
I went out,
Yeah.
my handicap would be so high.
I'm really glad that we're doing that, I didn't know we had that on
I
there.
didn't know that either.
Now we can't throw those cards away, Mark. We can't. Every putt counts, Marty. Thank you. Anybody else? Please come on up to the mic, state your name and address. Just sign the vouchers and resolution.
Sally Madden, 562 North Edgemere, town. On page 3, just to explain, Jeffrey Serenian.
Jeff Serenian?
Mount Laurel Matters, 766.
We'll let Marty explain.
Jeff Serenian is a special counsel that we hired on all of our COA litigation involving, I'm not sure what you're aware of, but we've had 4 lawsuits against us, and he's represented us throughout. So pretty much every month, we have a billing from Jeff Serenian.
Who has initiated the lawsuit?
Well, the 4 lawsuits were started by various developers for low and moderate income housing, where they would get excess or extra density in their developments, and a certain percentage would be low and moderate income housing. So we had 4 lawsuits at one time. One was settled, which resulted in the Martelli development off of Cold Indian Spring.
Right, that one was slated for 118 apartments, and now it's 28 or 29 high-end homes.
The other one is what's now going to be, Toll Brothers, or it's going for approval for Toll Brothers, which is on West Park Avenue, where somebody wanted to put 500 units, and now it's going to be
75. Single
The other
family.
one is DBB, which is off of West Park Avenue, where the auto recyclers used to be, and that one is still pending. And then one was Roosevelt that we had the case dismissed, which is, but they're in our plan, but those were the 4 lawsuits. But there's now, as a result of the most recent Supreme Court decision, there's still work to be done. We still have a 3rd round obligation, so there's a lot of stuff going on in terms of the COA litigation.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else? No? We'll get on to our agenda here. So tonight we have on our consent agenda minutes and resolutions 15-0109 to 15-121. Someone please offer.
I offer.
Second?
Second. Deputy Mayor Garofalo.
Yes.
Councilmembers Evans.
Yes.
Long.
Yes.
Shepherd.
Yes, except for a conflict. I wasn't here on July 4th, so I can't vote on 1/8.
And Mayor Sestano.
Yes. And also, we have vouchers tonight in the amount of $12,593,055.03. Someone please offer.
Offer.
Second?
Second.
Deputy Mayor Garofalo.
Yes.
Councilmembers Evans.
Yes.
Long.
Yes.
Shepherd.
Yes.
And Mayor Sestano.
Yes, we have resolutions 15-122, authorize receipt of the following grants. A, Cops and Shops Summer Sewer Initiative 2015. Someone please offer.
Offer.
Second?
Second.
Deputy Mayor Garofalo.
Yes.
Councilmembers Evans.
Yes.
Long.
Yes.
Shepherd.
Yes.
And Mayor Sestano.
Yes, 15-123, authorize a 6-month extension of the contract with Carl Fraley and His Son for the removal of posted leaves through December 31st, 2015.
September 30, 2015.
December 30, 20. September, I'm sorry. Thank you for that correction. That's September 30, 2015. That's what we're extending it to. Someone please offer.
Offer.
Second.
Second.
Deputy Mayor Garofalo.
Yes.
Councilmembers Evans.
Yes.
Long.
Yes.
Shepherd.
Yes.
And Mayor Sestano.
Yes, 15-124, request the Director of Division of Local Government Services to approve a change in the title and text of an appropriation pursuant to NJSA 40A-4-85. Someone please offer.
Offer.
Second?
Second.
Deputy Mayor Garofalo.
Yes.
Councilmembers Evans.
Yes.
Long.
Yes.
Shepherd.
Yes.
And Mayor Sestano.
Yes, 15-125, approve the continuance on the assessment installment plan for property owners who have become delinquent for their assessments confirmed on November 14th, 2013. Someone please offer.
I'll offer.
Second.
Second.
Deputy Mayor Garofalo.
Yes.
Council members Evans.
Yes.
Long.
Yes.
Shepherd.
Yes.
And Mayor Siciliano.
Yes. 15126, authorize a contract for the removal of hazardous trees from Armstrong Tree Service at a cost not to exceed $13,400. Someone please offer.
I'll offer.
Second.
Second.
Deputy Mayor Garofalo.
Yes.
Council members Evans.
Recuse myself due to a conflict.
Thank you.
Long.
Yes.
Shepherd.
Yes.
And Mayor Siciliano.
Yes. 15127, authorize a contract with Fox Floors for the purchase and installation of carpet in the town hall not to exceed $23,924.50. Someone please offer.
I'll offer.
Second.
Second.
Deputy Mayor Garofalo.
Yes.
Council members Evans.
Yes.
Long.
Yes.
Shepherd. And Mayor Siciliano.
Yes. 15128, authorize a contract with Fire Security Technologies for the emergency replacement of the fire alarm panel at Town Hall at a cost not to exceed $13,000. Someone please offer.
I'll offer.
Second.
Second.
Deputy Mayor Garofalo.
Yes.
Council members Evans.
Yes.
Long.
Yes.
Shepherd.
Yes.
And Mayor Siciliano.
Yes. And 15129, authorize the tax collector to issue a refund for those taxpayers who have received a favorable state tax appeal judgment. Someone please offer.
I'll offer.
Second.
Second.
Deputy Mayor Garofalo.
Yes.
Council members Evans.
Yes.
Long.
Yes.
Shepherd.
Yes.
And Mayor Siciliano.
Yes. So tonight, for adoption, we have ordinance number 2244. Will you please read the title?
Sure. A bond ordinance providing for various capital improvements and appropriating $2,338,172 and authorizing the issuance of $2,007,302 bonds or notes to finance a portion of the cost.
Great, thank you. Someone please open the public hearing on ordinance number 2244.
Offer to open a public hearing for ordinance 2244.
Second.
Second.
Deputy Mayor Garofalo.
Yes.
Council members Evans.
Yes.
Long.
Yes.
Shepherd.
Yes.
And Mayor Siciliano.
Yes. Anybody have any comments on ordinance number 2244? Please step up to the microphone and state your name and address. Seeing and hearing nobody, someone please make a motion to close ordinance number 2244.
So moved.
Second.
Deputy Mayor Garofalo.
Yes.
Council members Evans.
Yes.
Yes.
Shepherd.
Yes.
And Mayor Siciliano.
Yes. Action please on ordinance number 2244.
I move for adoption of ordinance 2244.
Second.
Deputy Mayor Garofalo.
Yes.
Council members Evans.
Yes.
Long.
Yes.
Shepherd.
Yes.
And Mayor Siciliano.
Yes. And lastly, ordinance number 2245 for adoption. Then please read the title.
An ordinance reappropriating $1,100,000 of the balance not needed for its original purpose in order to provide for various road improvements authorized in and by the Township of Ocean.
Great. Someone please open the public hearing on ordinance number 2245.
I move to open public hearing for 2245.
Second.
Deputy Mayor Garofalo.
Yes.
Council members Evans.
Yes.
Long.
Yes.
Shepherd.
Yes.
And Mayor Siciliano.
Yes. Anybody wishing to be heard on ordinance 2245, please step up to the microphone and state your name and address for the record. Thank you.
I'm still Don Geiger, and I still live in 11 White Grassmere. Just, I won't hold you to it 100%, maybe 99.999. On that, do you think any of that might go towards improving both Sunset and Alair as you're going westbound?
It's going towards our roads program.
I know that.
Absolutely. So talk to me again about that.
Well-
Westbound of Highway,
Well, both on Sunset,
Go ahead.
when you go towards either Costco
Right.
or particularly to our new recycling center.
yeah, the west side, that's slated at another time, not.
I know,
But
I understand that, but I'm just was wondering whether that will sometime, at some.
Yeah, this money is gonna be allocated, see what happened, the cost of roads improvement have gone up so much that
Right.
what we allocate now, we're struggling trying to get what we want done, so we're blessed to have had this amount to catch up a little bit on some of the ones that we
Okay.
had already slated.
This was already.
This is where it's gonna go, it's gonna
And
go.
that section of Sunset, that's grant eligible. We can use DOT money for that. So
Good.
we would take out of a separate pool, but we have to make that application to DOT.
I'd much rather spend someone else's money than our money.
Well, I have a letter.
Well, the later, and then again, when you cross it, going towards that medical building
Okay,
at the
that's
tail
fine,
end, and particularly the first leg of it, the smaller medical buildings, that needs a touch-up. It's not super bad, but
Okay.
Sunset,
Well, Sunset, like I said, we'll slate that.
it's probably obviously a lot more traffic.
We'll evaluate that one.
Okay,
Good.
thanks.
Thank you. Anybody else? No? So please make a motion to close the public hearing on ordinance number 2245.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
Deputy Mayor Garafalo.
Yes.
Council members Evans.
Yes.
Long.
Yes.
Shepherd.
Yes.
And Mayor Siciliano.
Yes, action please on ordinance number 2245.
Move to adopt ordinance 2245.
Second.
Second.
Deputy Mayor Garafalo.
Yes.
Council members Evans.
Yes.
Long.
Yes.
Shepherd.
Yes.
And Mayor Siciliano.
Yes. Anybody have anything else? Please come on up to the microphone, state your name and address. Nothing at all?
Oh, yeah. I do want to hunt the Joe.
No, that's all yours unless, anybody else? I'm sorry, one second, Mr. Geiger, I think.
There you go.
Okay.
Well, I can wait.
I have a list.
You want to
No, you're up, ready. Go ahead.
We'll flip a
Well,
coin.
he's already up, so Mr. Geiger continue.
And I'm still done, Geiger, and he's still a little annoyed. Before I start, Councilman Evans, did you mention CVS?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Oh, that's cool, sir. I used to work for
Yes,
him. Thank you. May I call you Mike?
Sure.
Afterwards, it's got nothing to do with our business here, but I want to bend your ear about something.
Sure, absolutely.
Okay? Now, just really two really brief things. One is when and there may be more to come, the sidewalks in Logan, and I really have a deep respect for our police department. And my guess is the two officers that were assigned to kind of keep an eye on things were probably class 2. I'm guessing. You don't want to put a class 1. Just basically keep an eye on things, make sure traffic doesn't get bonzo. But what I want, and I meant to comment to the chief, but just things got out of hand. So here's my comment. They may be the only image someone has of our police department. And while it wasn't super bad, the appearance was they're sucking on a sour pickle, hands jumped in the pocket. Now, I'm not asking to stand at attention, but I spent 22 years in a uniform. And hands stuck in the pocket, sour expression leaves less than a positive impression. Now, I'm not asking them to do a song and dance and tap dance and sing a few choruses of Hail, Hail, the Gang's All Here. On the other hand, a little bit more professional demeanor might be a good idea. Because again, seeing them having no other contact with the police department, your image is, boy, that doesn't look very professional. That's what went through my mind. Now, maybe no one else thought that.
No, I'll mention it to Chief, but I personally, I went up and down that all the time.
Yeah.
And maybe it's just me, but they were always very gracious, said hello, and even when I saw them 3, 4 cars back, they seemed to be, I mean, they were doing their job,
Yeah, I know.
so.
Maybe it's me. They saw me and it's, man, I'm gonna get that guy to stop.
I have a lot of respect for that crew down there, but
Oh, yeah.
I'll certainly mention that, you know.
You might have caught him during the pickle break.
That's true.
I went to pickle break today.
And they were faced with sour, because they were eating sour pickle.
This is true. Anything's possible. Now, I'm just saying, that's my impression.
Gotcha.
It could be totally off, or I mean, it's an error. It's an error.
Fair enough.
Could be. I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway, let's not blame it. Now, I just want to find out, do you have the date for the super extravaganza that our Super 8's going to put on? I mean, I know they're open, but aren't they going to have fireworks?
We had a ribbon cutting about 2 months ago.
Oh, they got to do better than that.
It was actually a very nice event.
It really was.
They had catered.
I missed it.
Catered
Even though
food.
it
They need to do it again.
Very
It was a
sunny
rainy,
inside.
it was a rainy day, I'll say that, but they had a tent up, and we had the tour, and Super 8, just so folks know, it has a very nice model, they do. I mean, you know, it's not the Waldorf Astoria, but they do have, like I say, an empirical process, and it's a very nice model that they have, and they hold the franchisees' feet to the fire, they really do, they come around and do their own inspections, asunder from what we do there. So we're really, I was pleasantly surprised, let me say that, about the whole operation, the whole look of that. And it seems like he's doing great numbers, actually.
Yeah, I saw it.
The past few weekends, he was booked up, right?
Over the weekend, it was Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, it was full,
Yeah.
the parking lot. Every time I went by it, I was shocked.
So, you know, listen,
Tell motel tax, right, Bill?
a lot better than what it was.
Oh, yeah.
So,
But
yeah, I'm still be glad to give you a tour though, Mr. Geiger, go in and they're very gracious, the managers.
I know. I was just more in.
Should be more fanfare than that.
Well, yeah, fireworks, strobe light.
We kind of prohibited the fireworks, but everything else was fine, we ate the food.
Very good, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, anybody else? Please come up to the microphone, state your name and address, please, for the record. Hello, Sid.
Sid Woolley, 122 Monmouth Road. Where should I start? All right. Have you guys thought about the 35 on West Lincoln?
I'm sorry, 35 miles an hour?
Yeah.
Okay, that's
You know
something,
Dr. Rouge almost died from a
Yeah.
car accident there.
yeah,
The guy
That's something we-
was going excess of 50 to 60 miles an hour.
really?
Yeah.
So that's something we present to traffic, they do the studies, of course, and,
I
what is it
asked
posted
about
right
3
now?
months ago, and it's 35.
it's posted,
It's the same as Monmouth Road.
it's posted at 40 or 35?
No, 35.
It's at 35 now?
Same as the county road.
You're looking for 25?
It's a residential area. Should be.
They're gonna do
Yeah.
the speed study on both that West Lincoln and Roosevelt Avenue. But they're
They
doing,
would
they
do it-
can't do
they
it on
would do it in the
Roosevelt.
summer.
They will, but they
Yeah.
can't do it, obviously they can't do Roosevelt Avenue right now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
they,
the West
once that
Lincoln
gets
is coming
cleaned
up,
up,
you'll see how the
they'll
summer
do it.
residents
Sure.
go down that street. Summer is ridiculous. Next, I pulled into our recycling center the other day with my
Commercial
grass.
plates.
Yeah.
Commercial plates?
Yeah.
Okay, that's only
That's my only pickup truck. So if you
Funny
change
you should
that.
mention, you know, we had a discussion about it today. And we did have discussion and workshop about that, folks will mention it, so,
I mean, I'm a contractor, and I
you
totally
do.
understand that.
I said there's folks that live here.
I have never dumped, you know, my stuff from a bathroom, kitchen,
But your
whatever.
personal clippings
Yeah.
from home, you
My
know.
personal clippings, I mean, come on.
Okay. We're gonna see how we can tweak that thing somehow, so it's,
All right.
you know, again, we have state compliance also with that as far as the commercial county compliance that we're dealing with. But for our own local residents, yeah, it's a conundrum because we do have folks, and I mentioned probably 50, 60 folks that live in town
Yeah.
have only maybe a commercial vehicle.
Yeah, I
perhaps.
mean, if you pull
You know,
a whole truckload of grass, yeah, you're a landscaper.
So we're gonna look to see how we can kind of accommodate folks.
Okay, all right. Okay, third, I was under the assumption by an engineer when they were doing, you know, all the sidewalks and curbs, that when we did all our handicap ramps that we just spent a ton of money on,
Right.
that they were gonna come into each, like, street, like 10 feet. So we paid all this money to do all these handicap ramps, but then they didn't repave in front of them. So you have big potholes in front of them. So.
Well,
it's state-
remember, the county is only, they will only do.
Yeah, but now if the state
Well,
comes
no,
in,
we're-
with all these handicaps and ramps on it.
No, we're gonna have to come back and do those tie-ins to key into the side
Okay.
streets.
With a key
Because the engineer told me too that I will never have a puddle in front of on that curve, that we have a big ice problem every winter because of the puddle. or
Right.
Puddles.
And the seams are where the potholes actually become, that's where they create.
No, but
Yeah.
the county was very clear, they were doing a straight shot down Monmouth Road, they were gonna do, I think, they went
Why
on
did
John
the
Lisa.
engineer tell me that?
Well, because we'll have to come back,
Yeah, we
on
gotta
our-
come back.
as part of our road program, and do those small tie-ins to the side streets.
Okay,
And there's several of them that are gonna need attention.
yeah, all right. Third, or
That was-
fourth.
This is fourth.
My sidewalk. Have we come up with anything about this?
This is-
During campaign, I spoke to a few people, I'm not gonna mention their names.
I spoke to me,
They all agreed that I should have had a certified letter with an estimate. I spoke to a couple councils,
Right.
they all told me the same thing.
Right, no, we stand behind what you said. We're not, nobody's
So, I mean,
ducking it
it
down,
was-
just, we'll follow up again.
Yeah.
this week.
Well, again, we haven't done the confirmations on those, and I told you when we spoke that it takes about a year and a half, because the
Yeah.
whole project has to be done, and then the engineer has to go out and certify all the quantities. So we're not to that point yet, when we get there though, we will certainly have a discussion with you.
All right.
So there weren't campaign promises, we heard.
In March, we were in front of our house, my house,
With the wall.
with the wall.
Yeah, and he still
I
hasn't
was,
done it
pro-
yet.
I was promised
He's
5,
gonna do
6
the wall.
weeks.
Well, he is gonna
Yeah.
do it.
Next month is a year.
Right. Now, he will do it, we committed to doing it, and
Everybody-
I will talk to him about it.
I'm on the main track. Everybody comes to me. What's going on with your wall? What's going on with your wall? What's going on with my wall? I come here, ask you guys. What's going on with my wall?
He will get it done.
You know,
And I
well, the
will,
stairs are getting worse.
I will
Yeah.
talk to him.
I mean, my
tomorrow.
postman
Yeah,
won't
so-
even walk up the steps.
Well, he's right there on Roosevelt
Yeah.
Avenue, and he will come over and
Yeah.
do it probably once he leaves Roosevelt Avenue,
I
he'll
just
come
want
and
to
knock that out.
make it clear, and I am on recording.
The guy you spoke with,
The
it was
steps.
Mike Evans, wasn't it?
The steps are horrible.
Yeah.
Like I said,
Yes.
postman won't go
The
up.
steps are-
So, I mean,
All right, so we'll stay
I hate
after our
well, I hate to
contract.
say it, I'm not liable for it.
No.
You know, this is going on a year, it's 11 months, almost to the date.
It's time, I don't disagree with you.
Yeah, time, I mean, come on, this is ridiculous. You know, I mean, if I did this in somebody's house, you know, I'd be there the next day. I'm sorry, but what kind of contractors we hire?
Well,
They're good, they're busy, but they're
he'll get
good.
over there.
I'm busy too, but I run back to people, you know,
Right.
especially if we keep on feeding them more work. Come out and
Right.
fix your screw-ups, basically. So, I'm gonna put it this way, I'm going on vacation in August. Last time I came back from vacation, my wall was destroyed. This wall will be fixed before I go on vacation, or next time I will be here as a lawyer. Because I'm done. That's it. You have 1 year, you didn't fix it. We'll come down to that. Sorry to go this way with it, but I'm just tired of it.
Okay.
You know, well, I mean, I had people come to my house, they can't walk up my front wall. And they walk up your front wall, your front wall, your front wall. They will walk up all your front walls, they can't walk up my front stairs. Because they got destroyed, and no one's fixing it. Am I right? As a taxpayer, I pay over $8,000 a year. It's ridiculous. Like I said, you have 1 month. Fix it, or you'll see me here.
Thank you very much. Anybody else have anything? No? Okay, before we close, I just want to thank everybody for coming, and remember to watch us, we're televised twice a day at 10 a.m. and 7 p.m. at channel 77 at the Optimum, 22 will be our files, except for Tuesday evening, and someone's going to bring us out here. Mike?
Make a motion to adjourn.
Second?
Second.
Deputy Mayor Garofalo.
Yes.
For the last time, Councilman Evans.
Yes and farewell.
Councilmember Long.
Yes.
Shepherd.
Yes.
And Mayor Sestana.
Yes. Mike, take us out.
Singing?
Meeting adjourned.
Meeting adjourned. Always wanted to say that.
Yeah.